Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, this is your monthly for February, and I do apologize that it's a little bit late. We're going to dive right into your energy and see what's going on for you for this month. So look at it as I'm recording this on the 8th of February. So look at it from 8th of February until 8th of March, a month into the future, which is the day after. I think the full moon in Virgo is on the 7th everywhere. I want to remind you, if you don't know that already, that I'm doing personal readings at this stage, and I'm actually going to come out with a quite good offer here for Valentine's. So please look out for that if you want your own personal video reading. And in order to contact me, the address is in the description box. Just send me a message and we'll take it from there. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me a lot. Okay. Pisces. What is going on? For every single sign, I feel like there's been some time with the shuffling this time. Every single sign. And also in the latest full moon, like a collective full moon read that I did for every single sign, it was the same thing there. I think it was like 1 or 2 signs that really sort of got a quick delivery. Otherwise, it has taken some time. So I think for the collective, it's sort of saying, take your time right now. We want to get it right. We don't want to have a result, just to have a result as quick as possible. We want the right result. And with that said, there came the card. And I'm not supposed to talk. It's a little bit tricky for me to not be able to talk. I love this for you. New beginnings, begin your new life. New beginnings, begin your new life. I think that it was a very, very special reading. I think that was for Scorpio that had the new beginnings. So maybe there's a connection there with Scorpio. I believe it was Scorpio. KL. Okay. New beginnings. Such a beautiful little birdie. Begin your new life. New beginnings burst with assertive confidence and excitement, marking the start of a new direction full of adventure. You are in a good position to use your abilities and desires to reach your full potential. You are being guided to act now and use this creative energy and enthusiasm to get this project successfully underway. You are being driven by a creative force. And the mantra for this card is, I am excited and ready for a new beginning. I mean, it's just such a beautiful message, and it's a new phase in your life. It's like you have what it takes. Even though you might feel like every once in a while, I just feel like the energy has been a little bit up and down lately, like a little bit of a roller coastery feeling. And you're entitled to have that. You're entitled to feel that. When things are getting cleared out and things are moving at such a fast pace as it is right now, with a lot of solar flares, apparently there's flares coming into this planet. There's a lot of things happening for our entire energy system. So just, keeping a sane mind or sane head takes some effort. So you're entitled, you have the right to just feel a little bit up and down, but still I just feel like you are really ready with this new beginning. Like there's still enough energy behind it. There's still enough, like it said, ability, talent, I want to say, creative force, and just wisdom basically to just move forward. That is such a gorgeous start. What do we have there for Pisces? Going deeper into the message. This is really new beginning there for you, Pisces. It's like up until this point, almost. There's a different vibration. What do we have for Pisces, please? First card out is Six of Raphael, which is basically healing your inner child, allowing your inner child to come out and play, be more playful. Like maybe even looking at whatever trauma or whatever things that has been, that's way too many cards, that has been sort of with you ever since childhood, that they might actually come up to the surface as we speak. Then we have King of Gabriel, really powerful energy. And then we have the Magician, believe it or not. It's just such a gorgeous reading. The Magician. Okay, let's get into these energies. So if we're starting with the Six of Raphael, and the Six is all about love and harmony. It says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. And this is, it's a boy and a girl, and I just feel like the balance within you, or like the, I'm not talking as a woman or a man, but as the masculine and the feminine, that is like, that might have been thrown out the window. Like, I know maybe you don't recognize this right now, or like being put on the spot like this, you might not fully understand what this is about, but there could be something in early childhood that sort of split the energies of the feminine and the masculine, taking on one a little bit more. And probably you get that from your parents or the guardians that you had growing up. And there's something about it, Pisces, that right now, if this is the masculine, I mean, this is a deep message, but if it's the masculine, this might have been that you're like all your life you've been trying to get the feminine energy in there. And just so that you understand, you know, the feminine and the masculine has nothing to do with whether you're a woman or a man, or like manly or womanly. Do you say that? It has everything to do with energy. And so it could be that you sort of have left, the feminine energy has left the building, and it's like you only have the masculine energy to deal with. And it becomes very, you probably just relied very much on the structure, organizing, planning. You don't necessarily have to become cold or harsh, but it's not the feminine. It's not the flowy, nurturing mother, you know. It's not mother, but like the feminine. And so you could have struggled a little bit to just invite the feminine energy in, and you could have attracted a lot of people, attracted a lot of situations that offers the feminine to you, or you might even get a little bit upset with it because that's the imbalance within yourself. If you're depriving yourself of the masculine energy, it might be that you have been a follower. You have allowed people to, again, it doesn't matter if you're a man and you have been living mostly in your feminine, and it's like it's a really uneven energy here between the two, because that's what you got from your parents, or that's what you got from some authority in your life. That if you're mostly in your feminine, you could have been the most beautiful, doesn't all have to be about trauma, but it can also be like you have so many rich ideas. You come up with all of these ideas, you come up with all, like you have a really rich fantasy or like imaginary life, but then it sort of doesn't really go anywhere, because then we need the masculine to come in and like, it's like the feminine is the ocean, and if the ocean is just sort of let to its you just leave it there to its own, do whatever you want, and nothing holds it, like a pool. If you think of a pool with water, if you sort of take the boundaries of the pool out, the water's just going to go everywhere. So you need the feminine to come up with the softness and the idea, but you need the masculine to form it, to construct it, to contain it. And when one is too overbearing and the other one is like, that can also show up in you have been stepped on. Maybe you haven't really spoken up in your true, like in about your true feelings. All of that I feel, Pisces, is now coming to light. There's something happening where this new beginning is starting now, and you're so ready to just bring the whole of you into the mix. Does that make sense? You might not have understood it in this way, that it's about the feminine and masculine. It might not be that it is about the feminine and masculine. It might just be that you have left some parts of yourself out, and you have neglected certain things about you that you haven't really brought into the picture, but now you want to do that. You want to bring the whole of you into the picture so that you can have a full experience. Deep message there. So there's a healing taking place there. And then we have King of Gabriel, which is all about knowing thyself, which is a beautiful continuation there. Like, just, you know yourself, you're coming into your own. It doesn't matter if you're 25 or 75. This is like, whether it's like really, I mean, obviously you will have more opportunity, you will have more time, you will have more experience to really know yourself as you get older, obviously. But I don't feel like there really is a reason for the, like, it doesn't matter what age you are and you listen to this. This is when you're starting to come into your own. You're starting to live more of your full potential and starting to show up as like, this is who I am, and not excusing yourself. This is a person sitting on their throne, knowing who they are and having like a clear vision of where they're going. And it might be that you have, if you're really good at business, the business side of you is like, when you're in your business element, like you thrive, like you're so good. And then when you're in your personal space, it's sort of you're not that confident, or vice versa. In your relationships, amongst your friends, you're like the star, you're the Piscean star. And then when it comes to really go after your dreams or passions or whatever, and really sort of stand in your passion and stand there with integrity and confidence, it's like, and now those are coming together. You're becoming the king that enters the throne and just knows who they are. And this is also about, if there's certain things you're planning right now, if there's certain things like in your immediate future that you're looking into, to not get too hung up on the small stuff. Like, don't sweat over the small stuff. Don't get too hung up on the details, but rather hold a clear vision of where you're going. And I mean, I haven't seen this person in a while. The Magician is showing up like from all the 12 signs. And I mean, obviously I have a couple of decks here that I'm working with, but like, even for a while, I think this came out maybe for the Gemini. I think this showed up for the Gemini read, like maybe a short read even a while back. But other than that, I haven't seen this guy for a while. And not there's needing to be any, comparison, but there's something about the fact that the Magician is showing up right now for Pisces. We're coming into your sign soon. We're not there already. No, we haven't shifted already. And you're becoming the Magician. This means that you're really are starting to understand. Like, I think with the new beginning here, with feeling like you have all these abilities, you're mending the feminine and the masculine, or just call it like you just create more balance within yourself, a completer. Can you say that? It's a completer balance within yourself. And this balance is bringing about the wholeness, and the wholeness is bringing about the creator in you. Like, there's no missing pieces or missing links any longer, because you have sort of started to really gather yourself. And when you are becoming more whole and more full of yourself, it's easier to tap into those gifts. Meaning, when you feel whole, there's nothing missing. And so when you ask for something, it rarely feels like it's missing. Does that make any sense? When a person really is in lack, when a person feels like they're inadequate, they're not enough, they're self-doubting, they're in lack in a lot of things. It's so easy to project that on the outside, and you wish for a lot of stuff, and you wish for this to happen, you wish for this to mend or heal, or you wish for this to show up. And it's like, it just doesn't, because there's so much lack going on in oneself. So when that lackness, the lockness, is being fulfilled, when that is becoming whole, when we're coming home, when the balance is more completer, and if something is full, it's full, right? Nothing's missing. And so you start to send out this energy right now into the ethers, into the universe, saying, I don't miss anything. I don't lack anything. I am full of myself. I am in the best way. I am complete. And what happens then? Well, the things you ask for that really isn't missing has to show up, because the universe is going to bring you more evidence of the fact that you're complete, of the fact that you feel whole. And so it's easier to step into the magician understanding, just getting that, okay, I am truly the creator of my own universe. I am truly the creator of my own reality. And that the wholeness, the wholeness is when there's an alignment between you and your inner being. There's no separation anymore. And your inner being basically is holding all your wants and wishes. And so it's just a beautiful place to be in. I hope I'm doing a good job at conveying or explaining where you're at and why you probably feel it's easier these days or right now to wish for something and it shows up in the most easy, fun, flowy way. There could be a lot of more connections being made. That long time thing coming that has never, like slow and steady wins the race. Like you probably will kill me if you hear that one more time. Pisces had for like forever, slow and steady wins the race. It's like that race is won. You have won. It's already here. And it's time to collect the freaking turtle. It's really, really gorgeous. Okay. Do we want some clarification here? Maybe just some small clarification. And then we're going to invite the angels. Do we want to clarify this in any way? No, we don't. Clarification for Pisces, please. Okay, we're getting a little bit of movement. Didn't I just say? Partnerships and alliances. This is when you're stepping into a newfound place within yourself, a more balanced whole place within yourself, where you're starting to reach your full potential, which is quite rare. And in that newfound place, you can't help it might make new connections. And this can also be it's not just meeting your soul tribe friends or just meeting new people overall, just finding business people to work with, or just like-minded people to share your thoughts with, whatever this is for you. You're making connections on a physical plane for sure, but you're also making other and new connections on the ether plane, in the universe, from other dimensions. It can even be from other solar systems. That there's a more, if you want to, you could go on a deeper spiritual path and make more connections right now. And we're gonna bring in the angels to just close down the reading and see if there's anything extra that they want to add. What do you have for Pisces, please? Trust. And I'm going to read from the book. PQRS. Tia. Do you see how much help, how much backup you have, how much support? Trust. This is a time for trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our very eyes. Like children, there's the child, reference again. That like children opening a gift that you're opening the gift of balance. You're healing that within yourself. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. And I understand there can be sort of a regular message in that as well. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. But it's also the gift of the inner child is now healing. The balance is being healed within. And that's where you find the magic, becoming the magician. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't quite tell you yet what it is. And this might be an actual thing that you've asked for, an actual thing, or like you've asked for an actual, you have a question that is lingering there and you're sort of looking for an answer. That could be the case, but it can also be the case that, and then also just that there isn't no real like yes or no answer right now. It's just trust the path. But it can also be that I just feel with this new beginning, that there's just so much happening for you, and the feeling of the wholeness and the completeness and the abilities to start to just show, to just trust this, just trust whatever's going on, because you're on a really, really beautiful path. Okay? And I love that this is for the month of February, because it's like your month that we're coming into. Your season, Pisces season. Okay? That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe if you haven't already, and send me a message if you want a personal reading. Take care, guys.